nobody fucking watches.
The bad boys are back. The Badly boys. We are Badly, and we are back. And so are you, and everyone has a back. Have you been working out your back? What?
This ain't your Nana's podcast. Record scratch noise. That was a record scratch, not a cat dying.
Well done. Yes, we're back today. I've actually got... Oh, well, that was all pointless. I've got a new background for behind me for when we're doing this, and I've just realised it's completely cut off. It's like not... All you can see is the post for the shelf that I've bought to put all my cool shit on, and none of the stuff that's on it.
Nice.
So, great. I'll just enjoy that to myself then, I suppose. That's because I've been going on a spree of just buying a bunch of shit lately. I've not discovered, but I've kind of like rediscovered AliExpress.
Okay.
And things are so damn cheap on there. I've just been buying everything.
Are they like cheap? But they're because I've never actually ordered anything from AliExpress. But I always thought the bit was like, they cost about like 50 pence, but they don't work. Whatever you're getting doesn't work.
Yeah, it's like people. The main thing people refer to with that is Wish. Like it's like you're getting something from Wish in it, you know.
All right, yeah.
But yeah, it do kind of be like that, actually. Okay. I thought I'd tell you all the shit that I've bought.
Alright.
So, some of it's on Amazon as well. I guess I'll start from here. So, AliExpress, first order I ordered not a G-Shock watch.
Okay.
Which... You know, it looks suspiciously like a G-Shock, and weirdly, it's somehow they've accidentally put the G-Shock logo on it. I don't know how they did that.
That can't be legal, but then again, I don't think anything that happens on
doesn't matter. Didn't turn up.
It didn't even arrive.
No, they didn't. They didn't even ask me if I wanted to get a refund or anything. They just sent a refund.
Oh, okay, all right.
So I was like, oh, okay.
Well, at least you got your money back, though. Like, I thought you were gonna say, oh, they didn't even ask me if I wanted a refund anyway, and they just went, haha, fuck you.
No.
Like...
Another thing I ordered in that order, and what I will say is both of these have gone wrong, but it's the only things to have gone wrong. The other thing I ordered was an analog delay guitar pedal, because I've noticed guitar pedals are getting expensive. Normally they cost like £40 or something like this. This was like £8. So I'm thinking it'll not be great quality, but it's fine. It's just going to be in my bedroom, and it doesn't need to be like good anyway for me. Yeah. So I have just realised I've left all my guitar pedals plugged in, and that's very bad for them, and it's probably been months. So I'll just unplug those real quick, actually. This should all still work, I think. So this arrived, and it just didn't work.
Oh, nice, good.
Just didn't do anything. The light lit up on it to say, I am turned on, but it just didn't do anything. And the thing is, it's not like it were broken and it just was like there were nothing inside it.
Yeah.
Because the signal actually did pass through it, so it obviously, like, kind of was supposed to work, but it just did nothing. It didn't apply any effects at all, so I kind of sent a little video to the kind of form for, you know, problems with an order.
Yeah.
And there was no response. They just said, refund coming. enjoy. So
they must just know that like their warehouse is full of like shit that just doesn't work, and like there's just some guy who has like the equivalent of my job in their office where they just sit in front of a computer, and whenever like a refund request comes through, they just press a button.
Yeah, they just
like,
go approve.
Yeah, approve. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think they do that because they're notorious for things like you say being a bit shitty, so they know like the best thing to do is just refund people. Are you building Lego? Or is this little man? Because that one thing in front of you does look like Lego.
I'm building a very big Warhammer model right now. It is called a Knight, if anybody's interested.
That is big for those things. How much did that cost you?
Well, so retail, one of these will set you back £115 from Games Workshop's new pricing, but I bought it off a Scottish man who no longer wanted it, and I got it for £65. So
you should check AliExpress. I bet they got all that shit on there for 20 pence.
It'll either not show, or it'll be like, I don't know, it will be a Lego. It'll be this, but Lego.
No, but the rest of the stuff I've ordered has been really good. So, like, there's something that you can't see up there. Well, I'll get to it eventually. So, another thing I ordered, which you've seen, is this vintage style lighter that you like. It's pretty cool.
I do like that.
It's a petrol style lighter. You kind of pull back the hammer thing on it. It flicks up the opening for the flame to come out, and then you'll release it. It sparks and it lights a flame. It sounds like you've ordered a lighter, what you're talking about, but it's like, it's cool, all right? It looks gold, it's metal, it's gold, it uses petrol, it's
you all know how judgmental I am of the stuff that Jake's buying. I think it's a cool lighter.
It's not a vintage lighter, but it's like, you know, that style, and it's so like clicky and satisfying to use. It's more of a fidget toy than anything. On that,
well, it is if you don't smoke. I suppose if you smoked, it'd have actual application.
Yeah, but even if you smoked, it's like you could just buy a lighter, you know.
Yeah, you don't have to buy. But it is. You told me we're only like £4, so
yeah. As much as this is like cheap, it's not as cheap as just a lighter from shop. You know,
yeah. But you will if you cast your memory back, you will remember that I am the person who spent £15 on a skull-shaped jet lighter and then gave it to a homeless man who nearly then set himself on fire with it.
Yeah, exactly. So, I also ordered a whole like thing of lighter fluid just for that I will keep refilling it with, but that also kind of they kind of semi had a reason to buy, because this was before we'd done Midsummer, which have we talked about Midsummer? I don't know.
No, because it would have been last week and we didn't do last week. So
would it have been last week's? It would have, I suppose. I guess we can talk about Midsummer a bit. But not yet. So yeah, I use the lighter fluid to kind of slightly douse the charcoal bags and use the lighter to light it and things like that. So I also, speaking of Midsummer, on AliExpress bought 6 more flower crowns because we needed more for people. They arrived and they were... Ooh, can I say that they were Chinese-sized? I don't think that's politically correct, is it? They were very small for all our massive heads.
Oh, God. Well, for me, I was like, I put my flower crown on, I could feel my personality being altered because like, my brain were being squished by it, so it was too small for me, at least.
There's a bunch of random junk. Well, it seems like junk. It's like, it will be useful at some point that I've ordered, but a lot of it's just to get the Amazon totals up, because I've cancelled Prime, because they like shoved price uploads. And now, if you want to get free delivery on stuff, you have to order a minimum of £25. So a lot of stuff that I'm ordering is stuff that I would want eventually, but it just seems slightly pointless right now, just because it's like to get the price up. So another thing I ordered was a saw, just a hand saw, which I'm going to use when the weather's a bit better to chop down this tree in my front garden that I don't want to be there. A pizza cutter, because we needed one of those. Some strings for my acoustic guitar, because I've not changed those in about 7 years. And I've bought a bunch of like organization stuff. So this room that I'm in, you know how messy it's been before, and even when it's tidied, it's like tidied, but like there's like a pile of stuff. So you know, like all the stuff I would want to display, they were all on top of my beer fridge, weren't they?
Yeah.
Well, that's then nothing's on there anymore. It's all like got a thing, like it's got a proper like organized display place now. So I bought a 7 guitar rack that like all the guitars I had kind of almost leant up against the wall. They've managed to be rotated and no. But I will. No, I've not.
I thought you were going to say, but I am getting them.
No, well, here's the thing, right? I've got currently 2 electric guitars, an acoustic guitar, and a bass. But then Jasmine's got a keyboard, and I've got a keyboard. It's a MIDI keyboard, so but it just looks like a keyboard. But so that leaves one space. So I've kind of propped the keyboards up on it as well. It leaves one space.
You know what can go in that? Danny DeVito.
Do you mean Hasbulla?
Oh, I thought Hasbulla.
It's Hasbulla cardboard cutout I've got.
Yeah, I thought you had, for some reason I thought you had Danny.
No, Hasbulla's just lurking round the back of my closet now. Whenever anyone comes in here to stay, I don't move him. I just leave him like poking his head out behind the closet. But I'm building a guitar as well, and it's taking ages. Okay. And I might have autistically moved on to my next obsession now.
Okay.
Before finishing building this guitar, so I'll get to that.
I understand that as a Warhammer player. I get that.
Yeah. So yeah, other things that I've ordered then. So I ordered a watch box because I've recently kind of slightly got back into watches again. For a while I've liked watches, but yeah, I recently bought a couple more. And I wanted a nice box to put them in, some command strips to stick up a picture on the wall that a dog fucking knocked off. Some shelves. I bought some shelves. So I've got a stack of shelves behind me, and then a big stack of shelves like to the right of me as well. And so the one right behind me is where I put like slightly more like practical things. Yeah. So I've got like headphones, pen knives, water bottle, wallets, keys, stuff like that on there, hats and that sort of thing. And then the one that I thought would be in the background, isn't, has all my display stuff on, which now makes me think, is that the wrong way one? I'll put me full screen so that people can see it for a second. It looks pretty. You can't even see all of it. You can just see more. In fact, I've got a neon alien sign on it, like a neon alien, and it just looks like a pool of light. You can't see it at all. But yeah, I got all my shit on there, like my wingman, the sonic screwdrivers, that fucked up Garfield, the Funko Pops. I got a Lego Infinity Gauntlet that's on there that I'm actually surprised you can't see when I go full screen. So yeah, put a bunch of stuff on there. Next to the next autistic obsession I've been having, Yu-Gi-Oh! I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I don't know where it came from actually, but I think I might have got onto talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! With Jasmine. For some reason, I don't know why it came up, and she must have I think she suggested, we should get some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It's like almost like a semi-joke in a way, in that she probably thought that I wouldn't get them. Yeah. Little did she know that triggered.
Clearly, she doesn't know you well enough because, like.
Well, the thing is, she's never played, but she always kind of wanted to play when she was a kid, and she watched Yu-Gi-Oh GX as well growing up.
Okay. I really didn't expect that, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. And she always she remembered liking the Crystal Beasts, which I fucking forgot about. I didn't know that. So. It's just a type of monster. Like you had ancient gears and stuff like that.
I know. I'm just trying to remember. Like, were they in GX?
Yeah, I think the person who played those were called Jesse. I think I can't remember. So I looked up a bunch of decks and things like that. Yu-Gi-Oh cards are cheaper than I remembered, by the way. I think it's just fallen off a lot, basically. Okay. So
yeah, I think, do they still have Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments at my nerd shop? They definitely have Magic tournaments, and they definitely
Magic's more popular.
I know they definitely still have Pokemon as well, but I think the Pokemon one is a kids only league, maybe.
Kids go there.
Yeah, kids go there. I'm not allowed there when the kids are... No.
Gross.
Yeah. So yeah, I think they do Pokemon, but I can't remember there being a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament.
Yeah,
there.
it just
So maybe
seems to
that's
have completely died in the UK. Because I happened to be in Leeds for a little bit and have an hour or two. And I wanted to look around some of the nerd shops that are there to see what Yu-Gi-Oh cards they had on offer.
Yeah.
The one that I wanted to go to, I think, is completely shut forever now.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Oh God, what was it called? You might remember the name of it. Oh fuck! I think they used to have games. It's in Leeds. It's like on a second floor or something.
Walking Man.
Walking Man. No, do you mean Traveling Man?
I mean Traveling Man. Yeah. A Walking Man is traveling.
Traveling Man's a chain. No, it was something else. It was called oh God, what was it called?
I've honestly have no idea.
Well, we're not allowed to move on until we remember.
This is also a chain, but there's Forbidden Planet.
No, Forbidden Planet's a bit more comic book and a bit more general nerd stuff. It's specifically for like Warhammer and card games.
Leeds.
Fuck, what was it called? I think it's independent. It was on the Central Arcade. Jasmine's shouting wrong stuff at me as well. I think it's that. I think Geek Retreat. I think that was it. Yeah.
That's also a chain, Geek Retreat.
Is it? All right. I didn't think it was.
There's a few of those. All over.
Yeah. So that I think is permanently closed. But that looked like the best one to go for Yu-Gi-Oh cards, probably. But I thought there'd be more selection in Traveling Man and potentially Forbidden Planet. But literally, all it was half a shelf for Yu-Gi-Oh. So it really must have just fallen off in our country. It seems bigger in America, but I also think that potentially I've subscribed to a Yu-Gi-Oh YouTube channel since as well, and I think they might be the biggest Yu-Gi-Oh channel in theory. I've not really looked into it. But they've only got 500,000 subscribers, which is a lot, but like to be the most subscribed for a certain like topic and only have 500,000, that doesn't seem a lot, you know?
Yeah. Like, oh God, they're not like the biggest Warhammer group, but I don't know if I just type in, is that what they're called? Yeah. Oh, no, that actually they don't have as many as you just said. But so these are like a pretty not obscure, but almost obscure like Warhammer YouTube channel, and these have got like 110,000. Like, that's somebody who's on the fringe a bit,
Yeah.
Whereas, like, these might not be the most popular that do like Warhammer Battle Reports, but
it actually seems like the most subscribed's got 825k. But you would have thought that the most popular would have like a few million.
Yeah.
For a certain topic.
Yeah, where are they? Oh, actually, okay. I guess I'm talking out my ass then, because these guys have only got 473,000 subscribers. So maybe it's not too bad.
Well, if I go biggest Warhammer YouTubers,
well, I would have thought it was Mini Wargaming, and they're only 473.
Oh shit! No, apparently Warhammer's just not big on YouTube.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, they're about as big as Yu-Gi-Oh on YouTube.
Yeah.
Weird. But Warhammer's definitely bigger than Yu-Gi-Oh is. Because in the same shop, they had essentially an entire room for Warhammer. It had other board games as well, but it was like basically the whole room. And that weren't like the whole room because it had tables you could play on or anything. They were just shelves with Warhammer shit on them.
Yeah.
Anyway, what ended up happening was I bought this Yu-Gi-Oh Speed Duel box, which it contains like 8 half decks, all themed around characters from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. We picked GX because that's the one that Jasmine had watched. I would have potentially picked like the original one first, but that was £10 more. So you're essentially getting 8 small decks, £14.
That's really good.
That is pretty good, isn't it? And for like a full structure deck, I've just had one delivered today, a full-sized one. Blue Eyes White Dragon themed and everything. £8 for a whole deck.
I bet six of that's just for Blue Eye.
But I remember, I see, it might just be the impression I had. I remember when, you might have got your first deck at the same time, but I know I got my first deck when we were with I think we were with Dad, but I might have been with my mum. We were at that Blockbuster that is like not the Blockbuster that's in town, the Blockbuster that's like it's a charity shop now, and there's a Greggs opposite it. It's near that Asda.
Yeah.
Do you know which one I mean? It used to be a Blockbuster.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
And I remember getting a Yugi original. It would have been like an original 2002 structure deck. And I swear that was about 40 quid or 20. It might have been 20, it might have been 40, but it was definitely way more than 8 quid.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's happened to them, but...
I can't really remember because I was quite young, but I seem to remember getting something from a Toys R Us. I think that's when I got my first one. Well... I went to a Smith's Toys because I was at like a retail place anyway, and I just thought, I'll nip in and see if they've got any Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I've just been getting into them. I was wandering around for about 15 minutes, going, where the fuck? Have they got any? I could see the Pokemon cards. They didn't have a big selection of Pokemon cards either, to be fair, but like, Pokemon cards had a section, and I couldn't. Yeah, no, like Pokemon still goes fairly strong.
Pokemon cards are still pretty popular. There was a big like boom in like a couple of years ago, which has died down since. But people are still into Pokemon cards. But the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they were on like a wall just full of like miscellaneous stuff that they didn't know where they want to put it behind behind the video games counter. So that everywhere you would buy games, it were like tucked into like the scrap shit behind there, and it were expensive there as well. It were like 5 quid more than everywhere else. It was and there was just 2 boxes, like just 2 small boxes. It weren't even like half a shelf. There was nothing there, which is wild. So I also got a new tripod as well. We've got some more music video work going on, so I figured, I could do with buying a new tripod as well. I bought a mini humbucker, which is a type of guitar pickup that I've always wanted to put in my Gibson that's got sticker bombed on it. And now I know a bit about guitars and stuff. I trust myself to. You have to essentially like cut out some of the guitar to be able to fit this thing. But because I've done enough work on stuff, I think I can probably manage it now. I got 2 lapel mics. So you plug a receiver into your phone, and then it goes on like your lapel, whatever. £4.68 for and they're good. They work well. The mini humbucker from Gibson, if you were good to get a proper one, they're like 60 quid each. £4.32.
And see, now that seems like something that should be fucking up when you're getting it from Alibaba or wherever the fuck you said.
Well, the lapel mics I've tested, and they work really well. Yeah. We'll see about the mini humbucker. That's not arrived yet. I bought a bunch of, like I said, the alien neon sign thing. It's pretty cool. It's probably not actually neon. It's probably just LEDs in a tube. But freaking it glows green and purple. Who cares? I bought a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh card sleeves because when we were out around Leeds, I was kind of, we ended up sitting in the pub for a little bit, and I just thought, this would be a really fun time to have a little Yu-Gi-Oh duel in the pub, just sat at this table. So if I had some card sleeves to protect these cards and like a card box to take them round with in case we wanted to use them, then that'd be pretty good. So I ordered a card box and some card sleeves. I'm still not really even close to being done. So I ordered some white tack because I'm going to be sticking up all my photos on this back wall like I had in my parents' house. Originally, Jasmine didn't want me to do that, but I've since gone, I want to do it. And she went, okay. So that's coming.
Did you say that between beating her?
No, see, England won the last football game, so I've not had to beat her. So
damn it, we got Spain need to beat us, so we're all legally allowed to beat us wives.
It's tradition.
Yeah,
you got to do it.
It was like we're allowed to beat your wife if England loses.
I was going to make a joke to do with your nanan and granddad then, but I've realised I don't know your nanan's name.
Really?
No. I know your granddad's name because it's quite unique, but don't know, forgotten it. Well, feel like it could be Sarah, but I know that's wrong.
That's way off.
It's wrong, but it would suit her, is what I mean.
yeah, I guess, yeah.
What
I'm
is
not
it then? Okay, fine. Well, I don't need to know that. Yeah, got a new ring light because Jasmine broke mine, so she's had to buy me a new one, but it's not as good as the other one I had, but it's fine. Like I said, a Blue Eyes White Dragon structure deck, which I'm actually quite excited to open after this. A USB-C to USB-A cable to fix the fundamental flaw with Jasmine's Mac that nothing can connect to it. I've ordered a Glep plushie from Smiling Friends because I've just been looking up shit on AliExpress to do with whatever I'm interested in right now. And it was how much was it? £3.50, I think. Yeah, $3.43. It's like I know it's only a plushie, but that's pretty fucking good.
That is really good. That's ludicrously good. I hope that Sack and Michael are getting some sort of. They won't be, of course.
Absolutely
they won't be.
Not.
No.
You can order them on Amazon, to be fair, but they're like twice the price. So what are you gonna do? I've also ordered an original Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Magician deck. I could have bought the original Blue Eyes and original Dark Magician one together for like $35, but instead I bought the Dark Magician one for $19 and then just bought this like it's not an original Blue Eyes one, it's like a more modern Blue Eyes one for $8. So that together is cheaper, and I've still got a Blue Eyes and a Dark Magician deck. So
yeah, that's about right now. There's probably about like 10 or 11 different like variations of the Blue Eyes
of both of those, to be fair. But even so, like I'm pretty sure I had that Blue Eyes deck anyway. That's the one I had. So, and then I've ordered some more card sleeves for those two decks that I've ordered. And then I went on a bit of a spree of ordering bootleg Lego. Because I'd got the Lego Infinity Gauntlet. And it looks really cool, I must say. You're coming over tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you'll be able to see. I'll actually be able to show someone all this stuff. But it sent me down a rabbit hole on AliExpress of ordering bootleg Lego stuff, and you can just type in something you're interested in and then Lego, and there'll be some stuff. It's really good. So there's loads of Futurama Lego, but I'm going to have to show you these because they're just so good. I'm getting a Planet Express building Lego. I kind of slightly preferred the Planet Express.
£3.50.
It's not. If you click on the actual, there's options. So if you actually click on the Planet Express one, it's £16.80. But even for Lego, like if that were official Lego, it'd be like £40.
That'd be like 120 quid.
Well, it's not big. It's like it's 16 centimeters tall. It's like
if it's like a crossover thing that Lego does, they always just like slap a ridiculous label on it. Like Star Wars isn't so bad because that's such a mainstay like Lego thing, and like Indiana Jones and stuff like that. But sometimes they'll do crossovers like Friends Central Perk setting, and that'll be like 150 quid, please.
I've just sent you another one that you might order right now. It's £12.84, and it's the Breaking Bad minivan.
God, that's fucking
it opens up and everything. Like it's so good.
No, why is there a mother and a child playing with it? They made meth in that.
The biggest downside to these things is normally that they just take fucking forever to arrive.
8 balls rotting carcass is still inside it, for God's sake. You can't show that.
My advice, if you're gonna do this sort of thing, is make sure there's been plenty of them sold, and then click on the reviews and check that there's got picture reviews and that the pictures look decent. And they do. I think you should get that. I think that's really fucking cool. I don't like Breaking Bad enough for me to get it, but yeah. I'm getting the Planet Express headquarters. I'm getting... Have you ever seen the Brickheads line of Lego?
Yeah, I think so. I think I've seen some stuff.
So they're kind of like... They're almost like Lego versions of Funko Pops. But obviously, like, you build them. There's a bunch of... There's basically every Apex Legends character as a Brickheads figure. They're about $7.50 each, which is pretty good price. I can't buy every Apex Legends character, so I had to just pick one. I ended up, and this is the same for all sorts of characters. So like Harry Potter, there's a shit ton of I can see one here for God of War. I think that's God of War. No, it's Diablo. What's this one? What's that one? I don't know. Some sort of anime shit. What's this one? I don't know. It tends not to say the name of the actual... Oh, it's Teen Titans. Tends not to say the name of the actual thing in it. So there might be, like, for example, there might be The Boys Lego. In fact, shall I just see if there is?
I like watching this guy's videos on YouTube who does, like, Lego build tutorials of how to make characters in Lego, but you're used in like lots of other different Lego pieces. So I've seen him do Billy, and I've seen him do Homelander, and they do just look like official Lego characters.
There's a Vault Boy that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just there's loads of them. So I ended up going with Lifeline for the Apex one because you get like a tiny version of her a drone that she does to heal people. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I had to get one of the originals, like one of the original characters from it. And
I would have thought you would have got Bangalore.
Yeah, well, that was kind of would have been my favorite choice, but she just don't look that good. Like the build of her don't look that great. The other one I was thinking was Fuse. He looks pretty good, but he's not really. He's not like an original. The Bloodhound one looks good, but I've just never really played Bloodhound a lot. And then the Wattson one looks really good. I ended up flipping a coin, I think, between Wattson and Lifeline. I just kind of think I might every month or so I might get another one or something if I fancy of those. Yeah. And then the last Lego thing I got was a tiny Lego Claptrap.
Yeah. So you sent me a picture of that.
Yeah. So that's...
I tell you, once we go and watch that movie, you're gonna want to throw that thing into a fucking furnace. Just like I'm gonna want to take a knife to my Claptrap tattoo that I've got on my car.
Yeah.
I will slice it off like a cut of ham.
We'll have to stop liking Jack Black.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to stop liking Jack Black. I'll have to try and hunt down Eli Roth and murder him for what he's done to Borderlands. What's going on with the cast? Like,
I don't know, Judd. I think we should just not even try and talk about it.
I know, but like if you think of every character, it's like how could we make this the opposite representation of this character? It's like, oh, Lilith, she's like a 20 or 30 something year old, young sort of badass. Who will we get playing her? Oh, a 50-year-old. We'll get a 50-year-old playing her,
I know. It would have been a great time to, because people are going to go fucking watch it. It would have been a great time to invest in some younger, unknown actors, or at least not very well known.
We've got Tiny Tina, who should be a 13-year-old girl who's being played by like a 20-something-year-old. Tannis is oh my god, who's playing Tannis? Tannis.
Oh, I know it is. What's she called? Kirth Stewart. No, what's she called? Jamie Lee.
Kate Blanche.
Kate Blanche. No, it's Jamie Lee. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Is it okay?
She's playing Tannis, and then Kate Blanchett is playing Sapphire. Fucking hell, that's not a name. Lilith. Yeah, there we go.
Lilith, It's like, why?
I know.
Why are they? I honestly think Eli Roth might have a bit of a Gil fetish. Like, genuinely, that's the only logical reason I could think. Why would he cast those two?
I've never seen worse casting. Never.
Yeah, it's like he tried. Like, he tried to be that bad. Like, it's purposeful.
It must have cost them loads of money and taken lots of effort to get the worst ones they could find.
Because like, even if like you were putting the bare minimum into it, which they obviously had, the bare minimum, if somebody holding up a picture of the character and going, "That's them." Like, he's like looked at that and gone,
Eli Roth goes, Kevin Hart's black. I've done a good job.
It's like,
Oh,
yes,
God.
Kate Blanchett and Jamie Lee Curtis are both white women. Oh, yeah, I got it. I did it.
Anyway, I think
Move
the
on,
last
move
things I've bought are really cool, and I'm excited to show you. In like the 80s or something, Marvel did a comic version of Labyrinth, the movie Labyrinth.
Yeah, okay.
And it just tells the story of Labyrinth, but in like the really classic comic book look, and it's just super cool. It's just a super cool thing, and there's been a reprint of it in 2024. So I ended up spotting that at the Traveling Man when I was looking at Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I was like, man, that's £4. That's pretty cool. And it's a reprint. It's a 2024 reprint. I don't give a shit if it's a reprint or not. So I bought it, but then like because I've been on this saga of buying a bunch of like, and everything I've bought's been cheap. That's why I bought so much stuff. I've probably spent £150. Like that's not a small amount of money, but considering all the shit I've got, honestly, it's pretty good. And this is because I actually my mum forgot about £150 worth of inheritance that I should have got when I was 18. I went, oh shit,
wow.
and then just sent me it. Plus, I've just done some market research for like water bottles, and that's £100 too. So I'm actually up. So yeah, and so when I got home, I bought the other two. It's a 3-part series, and I just went on the internet and just bought the other two. And then they were only like £4.50 each again, so you were only like 13 quid for the whole 3-part series. And it's really cool looking to see the exact story of Labyrinth translated into that like really classic comic style. I don't know, I just like it a lot. I think I'm probably going to frame them or something, put them on display. So anyway, That's all the stuff I've bought. I needed to get something out of it, so I'm going to have to tell you about them. There's lots of stuff to get on with the rest of this podcast, so we'll be going on a while. Do you want to do a choose your own adventure, Judd?
Yeah, that sounds good.
We've got Midsummer, Footballs for Pussies, Scam Call, Reverse Prank, the Olatunji Brothers.
Well, let's go with Midsummer first, because we're behind on that.
Not too much to say about it. I do organise a Midsummer celebration. I think it went really well. If you've listened to, the last couple years worth of podcasts, I will have talked about it last time as well. What did you think? It was your first Midsummer celebration.
Yeah, it was a Midsummer. I liked it. I had fun.
Yeah, barbecue. But did you enjoy the Midsummer food? Not really.
No, I didn't. But I knew. To be fair, I knew I wouldn't, and I think you knew I wouldn't as well. So before I showed up, I got a cheeseburger from McDonald's. So I would be absolutely starving. I tried it all. I didn't like any of it.
I would rather you do that than just be hungry and not happy.
Yeah.
So I guess it's less for me to worry about. But I'm also glad. Sorry, I'm also glad you didn't say I'm probably not going to like that food, so I'll organise some. I'm glad you just didn't tell me, because it meant that I just didn't have it in my head at all.
Yeah. Well, that because like. Then if I sat down and I was like, oh, this is great, I would have just fucking eaten as much as I could. But like the second I realised I wasn't a fan, I was like, don't worry though, I have eaten. I
thought you might like the meatballs. They were just beef meatballs. Well, I guess they were seasoned a bit, but not like, I don't know. Was it the rosemary that killed it off for you, really?
I think it probably was. If I'm being serious, like, you
didn't use much.
Anything. You put any. I know, but listen, you only need a dash of it in there, and I'm like, this is too healthy. Fuck this.
Oh, did you drink enough? Did you get merry enough? Did you try enough mead?
I definitely did, yeah. I think I probably had the most mead there that night.
No, it was me.
Yeah.
There's like a whole spare bottle of mead that I'm going to have tomorrow that I didn't bring. I don't know where it's come from, but it's mine now. So yeah, we'll probably be... Are you going to come over and stay over tomorrow and watch movie and stuff?
I'll come over. I don't know if I'm going to stay over, but
come over and stay, have a beer, get drunk.
I will come.
No, come over and stay. I'll clean the bed sheets for you. Well, in fact, actually, there's some clean bed sheets ready anyway. So, and stay over, and we'll have beer and play Yu-Gi-Oh and watch Boy Movie.
Okay, I know I found my deck not too long ago.
I've got decks. Well, you could bring your full ancient gear if you want, but in the GX box there's an ancient gear deck.
I'll bring Tom as well because Tom also plays Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay. Well, you'll have to sleep in the same bed. Anyway, what do you want next? Do you want reverse cam call, footballs for pussies, or the Olatunji brothers?
Let's talk about the Olatunji brothers. Let's talk about JJ and Deji.
Right. Okay. So,
Deji.
First thing first. KSI new fight booked. We might want to watch it. Well, we will. I'll at least watch it. You might want to come over and watch it. Whether we stream it or not. Ooh, that's very debatable. In fact, probably not. But I'll watch it. I think it's August 31st. Next KSI fight. He's fighting 2 people at once.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's doing an Eddie Hall then.
Not in the ring at the same time. He's doing tag team boxing.
Oh, all right, yeah, okay.
So he's on his own. He hasn't got a tag team partner, and then he's fighting Slim and Anthony Taylor, who can tag each other in and out. Yeah, that'll be fun. It's exciting, pretty cool. The bigger news though with KSI is Deji once again. So
what's he doing?
I don't know if you've heard about this, Judd.
I haven't heard any of this. I can keep up with them.
Either late last year or like right at the start of this year, KSI issued a challenge to Deji and said if he can get a 6-pack by, I think it was the end of last month. So that's like over 6 months to do that. To say Deji's been a professional boxer and stuff like that, that shouldn't be hard. He will give him £1 million if he can do that.
And no, I'm guessing.
Judd, it's Deji.
Yeah.
He's an absolute fucking lazy, pathetic failure, as we know. Deji is like almost like the podcast arch nemesis at this point. We've complained about him since the start of this.
I don't care for him.
I cannot like that guy. He's so fucking lazy and entitled. You could get a 6-pack in that time.
Yeah, I could, especially for £1 million. I could.
£1 million!
If you would have said to me, "I'll give you £1,000 for it," I would do everything in my power to get it. Like,
it's just absolutely unbelievable. So if you look up Deji body transformation, do it now.
Okay. All right. You want me to look at Deji's bare chest?
I don't know actually if you can see it. Maybe just Deji body, or
I just put Deji body transformation.
Where's the picture? I can't see it. There's no. What the fuck? Has this been scrubbed from Google Images or something like that? What the fuck's happened? Hold on. Just one sec. I'm just trying to find it so you can react to it. And tell me whether you think he deserved this $1 million or not. Here we go. For some reason, it's on the KSI Reddit. I'm going to have to show you it from. Sent a link on Discord. Okay. So, he did transform his body. Like, he was, like, nearly as fat as you.
Yeah.
And he got to that point, but he admitted himself that he didn't train until like a month and a half away from the deadline. He just didn't fucking bother until around that time. And in that time, he's made a big difference, actually. But fucking hell, you had over 6 months. You're rich. You can pay a personal trainer. You can have a chef. And it'll all be pay for itself by this $1 million that he'd earn. It's unbelievable how lazy and entitled he is. He wanted to do bare minimum, nearly scratch by, pretending he's got a 6-pack, and get £1 million for it. Fucking pathetic. I can't. People have been saying, we're still proud of you and everything like that because it is a big transformation. Maybe slightly, I'd give him some of that. I'd maybe be slightly proud of the transformation he's done. That's if I'm being fucking kind, the lazy bastard. Honestly, I can't respect his attitude at all. He's awful. He's awful. Pisses me off like mad. At least he's not actively evil. That's the best thing I can say about Deji.
Yeah.
He's not actively evil. Like, when that's the biggest compliment I can give someone. Fucking hell. So yeah, that's Deji's body transformation. What did you think of it? Like, how would you describe it?
I think it's great that he's lost some weight, but if you're literally being offered £1 million and you can't be fucked, it's come on.
Would you say he got a 6-pack?
No, he didn't get a 6-pack. He got slim. He might have. I might see two.
That's what everyone's been saying. People have been photoshopping 2-pack onto his belly. Honestly, it's just nuts. But it's been obviously because the internet's fucking insane. Some people who've been commenting about this have been saying, "Oh, it's just genetics. It's like you can't get a 6-pack if you've not got the genetics." We've seen KSI be ripped as hell, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't have a 6-pack. He has like a 4-pack because his abs don't. He's not got those abs. Like his abs don't work like that. They're not separated like that.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. That's not what was happening here. If Deji had looked like that and we'd been like, oh shit, he's genetics, he's obviously can only get a 4-pack, then he would have won the $1 million. It's like, that's not genetics. You know, it's not genetics to have like 2 maybe showing abs and then some obvious fat covering the rest. You know, that's not genetics. Shut up. Plus, he's got a lot of the same shared genetics as his brother, and his brother's fucking done it. So it's just ridiculous. They've obviously got really good genetics as a family. So it's just pathetic to say shit like that. And some people were saying he should have won. In fact, KSI did a poll live as to whether people thought he should have won, and it came out 51% said yes, he should have won. Shut up. Stop it. It's unbelievable. What do you want next, Judd? Do you want a reverse scam call, or do you want why football is for pussies?
Let's go with a scam call.
So, on Google Pixel phones, there's a feature called audio emoji. So I've got a couple scam calls recently, and I'll answer. I'll think this might be a scam, and then but I always answer the phone because I'll answer it and they'll go, "Hello, you know, whatever. This is such and such from 3 or whatever, you know," and it's obviously a scam. And the funny thing is, I can send an audio emoji. So you go on audio emojis and it shows you some emojis, like there's about 6 options. So one of them's like a party, one of them's like clapping, one of them's like a laughing emoji, one of them's a poop emoji. So these all refer to sounds that you can send. It's like a soundboard. So what happens is, I'll get this scam call and they'll go, blah, 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 I'm from this, like, how are you doing today? And it'll be really obvious it's a scam call. I'll say nothing for a beat and then I'll just send... and then hang up. That's it. It's brilliant. It's the best feature. Wait, let me. I'm gonna call you so you can hear it right now.
Okay.
Let me call you.
Oh no, you can't. You can't. Mate. I'm using my fingers. The camera.
Oh shit! I'll just have to show you tomorrow. It's so funny. I did it earlier. Like me and Jasmine were sat down about to have a Yu-Gi-Oh duel actually, and I got a scam call, and it was one of them solar panel scam calls. And she's like, "Oh, you know, I've heard you. You have got solar panels that you want." I don't fucking know what she said, but I know that. I just go. It's so funny. I don't know why I find it's so childish, but I love the idea that they just get this fart in high quality because I'm not farting into the microphone. It's like a pre-recorded sound.
Oh god, that is funny. That's funny.
Oh, it's great.
I love me and Grandad both do it. We love fucking with scam callers. I had one a while ago, and it was I don't know if I'd like recently just had that car crash or if it was before the car crash or whatever. But I got a we have heard that you have recently been involved in an accident. You know, one of those scams. And I just played along with it. I just went, Oh God, yeah, because I know basically what they do is like the first person that you talk to on the phone, it's not usually their job to like actually sell the scam. And their job is to sort of filter through all the people that are going to be like, "Fuck off, you dickhead! I'm gonna fall for your fucking scam." Yeah, they're there to like the first wave of shit, basically. And then if they get somebody who's like, "Oh yeah, no, I actually do want this," then they'll put them onto someone like higher up who's actually like there to seal the deal. So I started playing along with it. I was like, "Oh yeah, no, I've just been in quite a bad accident. Want to be able to talk to somebody like in charge?" And they're like, yeah, of course, we'll put you straight on. So I waited for the guy in charge basically to pick up, and he was like, "Hello, have you been in an accident recently?" And I went, "Yeah, God, it were awful. What it was I was driving down the road, and there was a pedestrian crossing, and this woman crossed with like her 2 kids and a baby in a pushchair. So I just fucking slammed through all of them. I killed them all. It made me feel so fucking good. I loved it." And he hung up.
Oh god, it's if you've got the time and you're a bit bored, it's really fun to string them along, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what's a really like simple one that's actually, it doesn't seem that funny, but I enjoy it quite a bit? Is when they call you pretending to be from a mobile phone network or something like that. They'll always say, "So what price are you paying monthly on your contract?" Because obviously they're then going to pretend to offer you something cheaper and just take your money. So I always say, "Oh, £2, like £2," and like,
yeah,
what, 2? Like, do you mean 20? Like 20? And I go, no, 2. And they're like, "Oh, so, but you, what, like, how much do you get for that?" Because they think, this is where I'm going to get him. And I go, "Oh, everything. Yeah, unlimited for everything." And it's like, I like that one because obviously if you get a bit too ridiculous with them.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I keep coughing. If you get too ridiculous with them, they're like, "Oh, fucking hell," and they obviously get it straight away. But with that one, they're kind of like, they just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So they just kind of go,
what are they going to do? They're like, "Well, we've got a £1 deal that's really going to blow you."
Because obviously that's not going to be in the script. If the script is persons getting belligerent and angry with you, they'll hang up or whatever. But if that's never going to be there. I don't know. I just kind of like that one. So yeah, that was funny.
See, Grandad does a classic where he just does the deaf old man routine. It was so like, you know, they'll call up and they'll be like, "Hello," and they'll be like, "Hello, sir," blah 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 blah, and then he'll get like into it a little bit with him, but then he'll be like, "Huh?" And they'll be like, "Oh, I said," da, 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 and he'll be like, "Sorry, what was that again about that?" And then he's again and go, and he'd be like, "Oh, right," move him on to the next point, and then it'd be like, "What?"
Yeah.
So he'd keep him going for ages. He had one of them on the phone for like 45 minutes at one point, and they just went, "Oh no, sorry, I'm not interested." Actually, just hung up.
It's good if it's a computer scam and they're telling you like sites to go to. They'll say, "Oh, and now type, and so you have to type blah 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 dot blah blah blah," and then I'll go. Oh shit! I hope I've not fucked everything up by doing that. It's just opened about 10 programs.
Oh no!
Oh dear. Whoops. One sec. Just making sure everything's working. Boat test. What the fuck?
Boat test.
So yeah, I'll go like that, and they'll go, "Have you done it?" And I'll say, "What's Google?" Something like that. You're like, "I've got this thing and it says Google. I don't like sound of that." And they're like, no, that's fine. No, I've closed it. Yeah. And they're like, "Oh, well, no, open it again." I'm like, "Open what? The goopin?" And I don't know. You'll say, "Oh yeah, you know, I've done that now. And they're like, "So what's on your screen?" I'll go, "Oh, I don't know." Something like that, you know. You just act really dumb with them.
Yeah, God.
Oh God,
it's so much.
It is really funny messing with scam. God, I'm coughing. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's still going. Fuck. Let me just grab a drink. Sorry, one sec.
Oh God.
Football. Have you been watching the football, Judd? England. This is the European Football Championship. England's been playing. They're through to the final right now.
No, I mean I've seen bits of it. I watched one match as I was when I was working away in Birmingham. And
I see.
Yeah, because there was literally there was nothing else for me to do down there apart from go out and drink with the other people who were working down there with me. But I don't like drinking through the work week because when I start properly drinking, I like to get on it because that's the point.
Yeah.
But you know, so it's like if the next day I just will not want to go into work. Like I hate working hungover. So you know,
it's
the only
right
day
to work from home.
Yeah, the only day that I actually went out and drank with them was the day that the football was on.
Yeah. I just don't like drinking with colleagues as well. I don't want to be like inebriated around people that I have to have a professional relationship with.
It's better in construction because there's not really that much of a professional environment in construction at all. It's just lads being lads.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, even though I don't mind, like, you know, drinking with them, even though we're like work colleagues, it's more that like I don't have a whole lot of common with people like that. Like the lads.
You're not going to be able to talk about your ancient gear golem deck.
No, I can't. Like you know. So that's the only thing. Like you know, they're all good people. Like they're all sound lads. It's just like, you know, I don't have anything in common with them. So
it's fair enough. I mean, I say it's even same with me with people I work with. I mean, they're all like, I don't know. My boss is all right. I could maybe go for a drink with him. He's pretty chill and everything. But like a lot of them are basically like the average person who works there is a middle-aged woman with a family. So it's like, I just don't have a lot in common with people like that, really. Anyway, football is for pussies. It's ridiculous. Honestly, I weirdly, I'm not a football fan, but I'm an international football fan.
Yeah,
I like international football, but I really cannot be arsed with other football because regular football is just who can spend money the best.
Yeah,
and don't care. Like, that's not something I'm interested in. But what I am interested in is which nation has the best athletes and team at this game. That's interesting enough.
Yeah, that's only because you want it to support evidence for your eugenics thesis.
Well, not quite. The ulterior motive is whoever wins the competition, their country gets a nice hefty economy boost. So that's what I'm really rooting for. Like, you know, when everyone's going, "Come on, England," I'm going, "Come on, economic boost." So yeah, but that's why. So I've watched England forever, like since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I've always watched England football, but nothing else. And fucking hell, every time England play, it's fucking nerve-wracking. Like, they never, like, have a game where it's like, oh, we should beat these fellas. They kind of, you know, they knock 3 goals in fairly easy. They never look like they're in trouble. And it's just like a decently chill, fun game. Never happened. I've never watched England and that being the case. Every time it's like, oh, fuck, we're going to win. Oh, every time, no matter who it is. We could be playing fucking Madagascar or we might be playing Brazil. Every time, it's the exact same. The problem I have, though, honestly, the need to introduce more fights into football, right? Not from the fans. The fans fight too much. The players there needs to be more rivalries and trash talking and shit. Because fucking hell, I get kind of why they don't, because all the fans are already too rowdy anyway, and they don't want to feed into that. But fucking hell, if they'd let each other kind of resolve disputes and things like that without having to have, like, all this kind of political, like, banishment and things like that, like bans and fines and all sorts involved when someone just goes, "Oh, you're a prick, mate." You know, it's like, it's insane. The most recent one that I wanted to mention, one of our players, right? We were against, I think it was against Slovakia. It was Slovakia or Slovenia, I think.
I think it was. That's not a real Slovenia. Is that a place?
Yes, definitely.
Really?
My favourite Apex players from Slovenia.
Right. He isn't a green alien.
Not that I know of.
Okay,
I have met him. He's not.
He didn't like open up a
actually,
zipper
wait a
on his
minute.
head.
He was slightly green. No,
okay.
no. Yeah, so we've played both Slovakia and Slovenia this time, so it was one of those. Anyway, they scored like right at the start, like right near the start. Then the entire game, we were just like, we didn't get anything for the whole game, and it was just painful to watch. We've not been playing well this whole competition, to be fair. And then right at the end, literally the last kick of the game, this guy scores a goal where he leaped into the air and flicked his foot above his head. And it was incredible. It was an amazing goal, and it equalised it for us, and it meant it went to extra time, and we scored in extra time, so we managed to steal it from them literally right at the last minute. And this guy who basically saved the entire tournament for us, one of the things he did as we were walking off, he spotted like some of his mates in the crowd. He kind of gestured slightly near. Oh, well, Judd's become green.
Oh,
Judd's the alien. Oh! Do you know what the problem is there? What's going on?
My phone died. What? It had like another 3 hours worth in it.
It uses a lot of battery to be doing this, you know. You're gonna have to have it plugged in, basically.
It's had less in it than that before. What the fuck?
You have to have it plugged in.
Oh.
Have you got? Is your webcam working now?
No, I don't even know where it is. I might just have to be gone for the episode.
Well, just stick your phone on charge and then be booting it up. I'll tell you.
Okay.
So, anyway, what happened was he gestured near-ish his manhood area while looking at his mates, basically being like, that took some balls. You know, he was looking at him like basically gesturing like, I've got big balls for that. Yeah. There was a lot of talk of him being banned from the next game, maybe the next 2 games in the competition, for doing that. Being banned. Wow. Like, what the fuck? But don't worry, Judd. He didn't get banned. He just got a fine. €20,000 fine.
Yeah.
For that. Now, a lot of people will say, these fuckers get paid way too much anyway. They deserve a few fines. I probably agree with you. But, fucking hell, €20,000 for saying, mate, that took some balls. Are you fucking kidding me? He's 21. He's not a 5-year-old. You know, it's ridiculous. And the kind of argument is, kids watch this and that. Who fucking cares? I don't care that kids watch it. What they're doing is they're watching a bunch of grown-ass men do something. If they do some things that grown-ass men do, you can't blame them for that. That's unbelievable. Honestly, if any of these footballers acted like the fighters that I follow, they'd be banned from football for life. It's boring. It's just frustrating and boring. All it does is annoy the fans that their favourite players have been fucked over in that sort of way. Yeah. And they get riled up anyway. So it's like...
It like you say, it does really make the whole football thing just seem like it's for pussies as well, doesn't it? It's like it's such a babied fucking thing. It's like, oh, don't say the bad word. We don't want the football fans getting upset. Are you okay, football fans? Are you okay? It's like, it's pathetic.
Are you charging your phone?
I am charging my phone.
And do you know what makes it worse as well? Is when you go online and, see comments under articles about it, people agreed it should have been banned. They were like, absolutely obscene gesture that is, it completely should be banned. And they were like, oh, he's not being banned, so it's favouritism, that's insane. What the fuck? Like, these are the same people who will go down to the pub to watch it, yell a bunch of slurs at the TV when the black guy misses a shot, and then go home and beat their wife after death, and then just fucking, like, have a gay affair or some shit. Yeah. You know, it's like, what, you think that's an obscene gesture? It's just... I can't. It blows my... And this is on top of... when they give a foul for stuff and like yellow cards and all sorts, like it's insane. It's insane how. And I know it's like a running joke that like, oh, they dive and like they moan about, you know, being touched or whatever and all of that. It's just, but it's like more than true. It's even worse than people moan about, and I can't get over it. Even some of the rules are ridiculous. So one of the rules in football, right? If someone kicks a ball at someone's hand and it hits their hand, they didn't put the hand in the way. Someone kicks the ball at their hand. The person whose hand it hits has broken the rules.
Yeah.
That's not allowed. What? What do you mean? The whole point of that rule is so that people don't use their hands to block the ball, so that, you know, it stops, because they want hands to be involved to get in the way of goals being scored or whatever. That's not doing that. If someone kicks the ball at someone's hands, that's not doing that. That's not the point. The rules are insane. There's so many dumb rules. It annoys me as a game, actually, football. They need to stop being ridiculous. There needs to be more trash talking. There needs to be more contact allowed, so that if someone just slightly clips someone, fucking carry on. Are you hurt? Fuck you. And that should be it. Like, you know, a fighter can't just be like, oh, he punched me. You know, it's like, what fucking hell. What? I can't be doing with it. But at least Sunday is the final. We're against Spain, who's definitely been the best team this whole time, so we're gonna lose. What's annoying for me as well, the Apex Legends European, I can't stop saying European, that's not great. European, like, regional online finals is literally the exact same time. It's literally on at the same time as football, so that's very annoying. But anyway, I guess because we'll want to go to the pub, you see, for the pub atmosphere. Do you think you'll go out for the football?
No.
No,
I'm not interested.
Not even for like just some Sunday. I guess it's on a Sunday, so you're not going to want to drink and then go to work, are you?
Yeah.
It's really annoying. It's on a Sunday. If it was on a Saturday, then
I still wouldn't be bothered. I wouldn't care. Like,
you wouldn't want to go out just for all the atmosphere and the everyone.
I'm just not bothered. Like,
well, fair enough. Okay. Well, unless you've got anything else, Judd, and your phone's not recovered yet, then I think we're done for the day. And I'll see everyone listening never, because no one does, and I'll see Judd tomorrow for getting drunk and playing cards and watching violent movies. Have you got any violent movie suggestions?
Do they have to be violent? Is that what we're doing? We want a violent, gory movie?
Well, just because it's like boys, you know. Like boy movie.
No, I'll think. I'll think.
Some options that I've got on my list is Akira. These are not all violent, by the way. I've never seen that. Exorcist 2. You remember they did a follow-up?
I've seen it. I started watching the second one. I don't think I ever got very far through it.
Dune 2. Not watched that yet. Still.
I've seen Dune 2, but I'll watch it again, and so will Cal. I know I will.
Cal's not coming now.
Oh, is he not? Okay.
No, he can't come, but you can still come. I'm actually going to Cal's the day after for the same thing.
Oh, right. well, so am I then.
Well, you can if you want. But
I might be doing something. I think I'm doing something Saturday. I can't. I got a feeling. You know when you got a feeling?
I got a feeling. Woo! Black Eyed Peas shit. Anyway, that's the end now. Bye.